I'm going to show you how I tested a Bosch fuel injector out of a 1978 Volkswagen bus. The Bosch manual specifies that the fuel rail pressure is supposed to be between 35 and 38 psi. I've got a bottle here, a little pipe with caps on it and a valve, pressure gauge, and a filter. And I put my solution of acetone, lacquer thinner, Techron, and gasoline, and a little bit of automatic transmission fluid for lubrication. Really not necessary for all that, but that's what I did. So we need to have the right pressure. That's governed by your fuel pressure regulator on the engine, which is controlled by vacuum. And that pressure will go down to the fuel injector. I've got a little salad dressing jar here that I've cleaned out. I've already serviced this injector. I got this plug from AutoZone. They're out there. It's not a big deal. Get a fresh one so you don't have electrical problems. And what I discovered on this is the voltage is really critical. You don't obviously put 12 volts on these because in the bus they do have a resistor pack. But I thought that by just powering it up, it would be the correct voltage just to make it work. But I found that too little voltage is also a problem. So what you want to have from the Bosch manual is 35 to 38 psi and 87 cc's per milliliter, or milliliters. 1 cc equates to 1 milliliter, and that's in 30 seconds time. So you're going to want a stopwatch or some kind of way to take this measurement. For this video, I'm just going to show you how important it is to have the correct voltage. I was getting bad readings. I thought I was having flow problems, which was giving me volume problems because it wasn't measuring out. I was getting not enough fuel. I have a graduated cylinder here, and I wasn't getting what I needed, which is 87 milliliters, and I wasn't getting that in 30 seconds. So we'll turn this on. It's got a little model train transformer here, and that'll give me a variable voltage I can apply. And you'll hear it hum, and that's actually something I learned, is that if you hear it, it'll turn on. But that's actually incorrect. You don't want to actually hear it. So I thought that once this thing was turned on, that's all I needed. Let's give it the pressure now. And there we go. 38 to 40 psi. It's a little bit high, but for this, so you see, I've got a pretty good jet. It's really starting to fill that jar up. But you know what? It's only 2 volts. That's not enough. You actually have to give it about 4.5 to 5 volts. And then it's running perfectly. Nice and quiet. And even though you can't tell by the naked eye that the volume has changed, if you actually time this with your stopwatch for 30 seconds per the manual, you'll get 87 or more milliliters in 30 seconds. So, the importance of having the correct voltage, not just enough, but the correct voltage and the correct pressure with a clean injector makes a big difference. Keep that in mind, because if you starve your engine on that air-cooled engine, you'll burn it up because it'll run too lean. So here's another thing that could cause your lean issues: incorrect voltage to your fuel injectors.